Hello and welcome to Crosstalk with Nick and Gavin. I am Nick.
And I'm Gavin, and today we're going to be talking about UFOs and probably some other stuff.
That's right. We have our thoughts on the subject. We also have some stories and excerpts that we're going to read, connections back to the real world, what we think, and we'll even meet a special guest star. You've tuned into the show where no topic is off limits. This is Crosstalk.
Crosstalk.
Alrighty, how are we doing today?
Pretty good, I think. Rough start to the day. But
Yeah, we got our special guest here. We'll talk to him later.
Yeah.
But for now, he'll be part of the conversation. How about you, Gavin? What are you doing today?
Nothing.
Gavin just came back from bowling practice, right?
It's like league bowling, not practice.
What?
I should be bowling in high school. I should do that, but we don't have a bowling team, which is very sad.
That's too bad.
But
Well, he came back from doing bowling things.
bowling.
And then over there, we got somebody watching. Believe it or not, it's last week's guest.
It was our special guest star from next week, or last week. David.
But,
Hi, David.
Yeah, Nick here forgot to take out the trash, I hate when it happens, but
I'm sorry.
look, even the Coke can's still back there.
I drank that while I was practicing music for the musical. So
All right.
it's kind of...
Yeah.
Anyways, today's subject, as I said before, is UFOs. What are our thoughts on the subject is our first segment of the show. So I guess we'll talk about what we personally believe. Got a lot of drinking going on over here.
I'm a thirsty boy.
I just need to stay hydrated, very important.
Of course, yeah. But we'll talk about what we think. Who wants to start on our thoughts?
You should start because
Yes.
I'm very negative on the subject.
Very negative on the subject.
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I do believe that we have visitors from another planet, right? It's not that silly. We have things to read later. There's just there's too many notable instances where things happen that, governments even say that they're not sure what it is. And other than it being possible, there's instances where it's correct. It's 8 minutes.
I was seeing.
Hey, now you're talking above the microphone.
Oh, yep, my bad.
Maybe you want to make it a little higher up.
That's the same place where it was before. There we go. Is that better, Nick? Is that better? Okay, Nick, it didn't change that much.
Okay, no talking to it?
Okay, I'm talking into it.
All right, that's good.
All right.
It didn't change that much.
Do we need to restart?
No. I don't
No, I think we're good.
All right, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think there's too many instances where encounters happen, first, second, and third. Close encounters.
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
Different
I know
kinds
there's
of
different
close
kinds.
Yeah, different. So, like, the first kind of close encounter is just you see it. Second kind is... That's squeaking again.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably switch me back out.
Second kind would be it comes closer to you, and you see it for longer than, 30 seconds. And close encounter of the third kind is
the third kind where they
direct
put the
I don't think I've ever
put the
heard
satellite up your butt.
that. It's that type of thing. Yeah, sure.
I don't think third encounter has ever been happening things.
So
what does that mean? Happening things?
Yep.
Listen to what Bob Lazar has to say.
Bob Lazar?
Who's personally worked. He's an engineer and worked at Area 51, and he's been all of his information was wiped, and he's been raided by the FBI 4 times or something like that. And he's got a good interview with Joe Rogan that I think you should listen to. It's really interesting, and I believe everything he's said.
Wait. Is Bob Lazar that one dude who is on the run from the FBI or something for kidnapping his son or something?
No. No, Bob Lazar worked at
Balthasar?
S4.
No, that's like Kevin something, I think his name is.
Bob Lazar worked at S4 on like atomic something propulsion.
Oh, all right.
And then eventually realized that what he was working on is not from Earth. It's a really interesting story.
I'll have to look into
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you have to listen to that podcast, but it's a really good one. I recommend. That's one reason I think it's real. There's people who work on these things from the government that have been checked by lie detector tests. I mean, how is that not?
I don't think lie detector tests are a thing. They don't work.
I think they can be pretty inaccurate as well.
Yeah, they don't work.
As long as you believe what you're talking about, they work.
What? It's like being hypnotized. It doesn't work unless you believe it.
Well, that, and I mean, like, also, it's just based on your heart rate, so.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I think most people would have their heart going a little bit if they're being interrogated by.
Yeah.
There's other things though, like Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's other things that they can do. They can look at your facial expressions, your body language, and everything that points to him talking about the truth. Other things.
What if he's just like sitting there?
No.
He could be geeked off his rocker.
No.
It is the Joe Rogan podcast,
No. It's not the Joe. Like back in the '80s. Back in the '80s when he did like something. There's too many close encounters for me to say it's not real. The government. Too many governments say that they know that there's people from other places. The U.S. There's way too many articles that have been leaked from the U.S. saying that they don't know what it is. I mean, think about the USS Nimitz incident with the Tic Tac. That's impossible to explain.
The what?
We'll get to that later.
You haven't seen the Tic Tac spaceship?
Nope.
It's crazy. But there's too many things that point to it being true, and that's why. Who else's turn?
Wait, hang on. I still don't understand why you're wearing a suit today.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get there,
Oh, okay.
He goes to a private school, so he kind of has to wear one every day.
But today's the weekend.
He just likes to dress like that, right?
Yes. So I
like
prefer
you
formal dress,
It's like you and the comfortable clothes, like your comfortable
Well,
clothes.
right now I am very casual.
Like, yeah, you guys
That's
are
casual?
very used to wearing those.
This is very, very casual.
This is like
right now.
comfortable casual. Like that's like slightly dressed up.
I don't think so.
I mean, personally, for me, I would say this is like extreme leisure wear. But
This
yeah, that's whatever.
is like sportswear. Well,
I
not the
agree
sweatpants.
exactly with Ben. I'd wear a suit every day as well. I just I don't because nobody else does.
Yeah.
I still try to dress nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Back
on topic.
Oh
though.
yeah. What does Gavin have to say about the topic? I
Yeah,
know
what do
you're
you
not
think?
completely opposed to UFOs.
I don't think that UFOs are things because, like, I just think they're shooting stars at, like, because it explains a lot. Because
No.
yes, asteroids,
Objects.
yes, asteroids, shooting stars.
Crashes. Virginia. Go ahead.
Virginia,
Yeah. Watch that. Go ahead.
asteroids.
That explains the little gray aliens.
I
on
mean,
the ground.
hang on. Technically, they are UFOs because asteroids are unidentified flying objects.
But
That's
usually they
true.
are identified.
Yeah, kind of, but like they. How about I throw an unidentified flying object at your face, such as a water bottle? That'll be an identified flying object.
That's identified.
Yep, because
That's an IFO.
I just identified it though.
Actually, at that point, it doesn't even have anything to explain it because it's just it's a water bottle. Okay, let's stop listening to Gavin. He's not very interesting, right?
But like, I do think that there are other stuff. Whoa,
Obviously,
there's other stuff out there.
yes. You
Like-
just don't think that they come here yet.
Yes,
That's very fair.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the universe is way too big
for them
to
not
just
be.
have us.
Yeah,
It's impossible to measure how large the universe is.
it's ever growing actually.
Ever growing, yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's
Well,
going to blow up.
actually,
Go ahead.
about that, some researchers have studied and found that the universe is expanding, and in some places it's moving faster than in other areas. So it's not uniform expansion,
Really?
which implies, we're not in like a container or anything. So
Yeah.
You look like a container.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
want another.
And he's calling me whatever.
I don't know.
So should I give my thoughts on UFOs?
Yes, you may give your thoughts.
All right. Well, I personally believe that aliens, I think they're definitely out there. Somewhere in the entirety of the universe, there is definitely aliens. Do I think they've been here?
No.
It's possibly a little bit.
I'm less inclined to feel that aliens have been to Earth, because why would they even?
That's a good question. I mean,
Yeah, why would they bother?
People would say we're intelligent life, but
if they have the ability to come here, why would they come here?
That's true.
Yeah.
They need a reason.
I think if I was at another planet and I had the technology too, and I realized there was another planet out there that had intelligent life, I'd go to that planet if I had the technology. So I mean,
I feel like they would just look at us through like a telescope.
Yeah, observe.
Nick, yet again, your mom makes extremely good brownies. Oh my god.
Here you go, Mom. I think if they have the technology, why shouldn't they come and observe us in person? Right?
True.
I wonder if that's where they got the put the stick up their butt thing, like probing.
I don't think that's true.
I think that might be true.
I don't completely believe that anybody's really been like abducted.
I don't think that they've been.
I do believe that they've atmospherically observed us.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Right?
I think they would do something like that if they were here.
Yeah.
To observe.
I mean, there's things on the space station itself that people have said, astronauts themselves have said, oh, crap, that looks like a UFO, and I can't explain that.
I've never heard anything like that, but I have heard this one story of, I think it was a Chinese guy who got sent to the ISS, and he heard, like, banging on the outside, from the outside of the hole.
Really? What could explain that?
Like, if that's, I'd say that's
unique.
Questionable.
Where'd we get the like flying saucer thing from?
Because a majority of like the first instance,
the first photo of a UFO,
UFO.
In the 60s was like a dude with like what was it, like a laundry bin, I think, or some kind of little dinky thing he had up in the air.
Yeah, it was that one. That wasn't a real one.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, in Egyptian writings and stuff, there's UFOs.
Sure.
Also, yes.
Are you talking about like those hieroglyphs where they have like the
aliens
made
the
top, or
they have like the little gray,
the spaceship with like the laser beam or something?
Yeah, they have like little gray aliens with the big eyes and the small mouth. I'm serious.
I've never seen those ones.
Okay, yeah, no, but the other like civilizations across the world.
Let me look it up. What's it called? Egyptian.
Oh, maybe it's not the Egyptians, but I know it's like that type of thing.
Hang on.
Like Babylon?
Maybe. Some kind of drawing. There's cave drawings. There's
cave drawings with little gray and green men.
I can't spell alien.
What do we think aliens actually look like? Because there's no way they look like people.
No, I think the most accurate depiction would be the gray alien.
Well, why gray?
Well, they don't need to be gray, but like that's what they're called.
Like there's this stuff.
But you're just talking like humanoid in general?
Like that kind of thing, yeah.
Cave drawings and whatever.
That kind of thing is just, why would they draw that?
I don't know if that one was real. I found it on Facebook.
I've seen something similar to that on a couple
and then there's
research documents.
Like those.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many things out there that point to it being the truth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it could just be cave people. You know.
But the one thing that I always think is weird, like with both religions and creatures and things, and especially aliens and UFOs,
like
is the consistency across the entire world. Why all of the drawings look the exact same. Like you can point back to like it's the same as like with the Great Flood or something like that. All of the old civilizations have the exact same story. Why would they have that?
What do you mean?
Like with there possibly being a Great Flood, everybody writes about the same thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it could just be that happens a lot.
Great floods?
Yeah.
And you think it's just like possibly hyperbolic?
What do you mean hyperbolic?
Like they accentuate the plot.
I think it's been very accentuated.
The plot. I mean, definitely.
That's very possible.
I think that things with a lot of religious things have been accentuated to an extent.
Well, part of it has been that like religion especially has been around just so long that it's been able to become completely consistent. Like if you have something you're working on for thousands of years, it's going to get very detailed and
exactly
defined.
Yeah. Even just like the Bible, which isn't isn't that old if you think
Because
about
I mean,
it.
like,
It's been modified to such an extent.
I can hear this shaking, but whatever. It just made me think about like with the old Christian church before like the Great Schism.
The Great Schism.
What?
Uneducated fool.
Get a load of
when
this guy.
all like the Christian,
It's when the Eastern Orthodox and Catholic Church split.
and then from that
Oh.
point, other sects grew.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But I suppose that's our introduction and thoughts on the subject as an
I don't know.
entirety.
I actually wouldn't mind doing a religion episode as well because I actually really like
Sure.
talking about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But
We should.
we should probably move on.
Yeah.
And talk about our special guest here for today.
Nice.
His name is Francis. Oh frick! I'm sorry, I can't say that. My
It's
bad.
fine. It's fine.
It's
But you can call me
Frank.
Frank.
Yeah, Frank.
Like he just called
Okay,
me.
I'll call you Frank. Francis doesn't want his last name revealed. Frank, sorry,
Yep.
man. Frank doesn't want. That's it. Is that what we want? You just like your nickname?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't. He did not have that when we went to school with him. So, Francis doesn't want his last name revealed for certain reasons. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I suppose I got the questions. I wrote down the questions down here.
Hold up. We should really get like a holder and put it in front of us or something so you don't have to like.
Oh, I mean, I have music stands and stuff. But obviously, we're thrilled to welcome you to the podcast as our second guest. It's an honor. Frank.
I
What
could just
school
see
do you
your
go
weird
to?
Wiggling.
Hmm?
I could see your weird ear wiggling. Like every time you like do anything, I could just see your ear going. Whoa.
That's great.
Yep.
What school do you go to, or should we not reveal that?
I think we should keep that private for now.
Okay, my bad. But Frank, my first question that I had, I just want to know a little bit about yourself and how you got excited about space, interested. Because I know
Well-
you're very interested. That like his career path, his career interest is, I don't know, outer space stuff. I don't know enough about this subject.
Space related, yeah. Well, I mean, it probably goes back to when I was like 5 or 6 when I saw like the first, not the first. What am I talking about? The first, the moon landings. That definitely inspired me a lot. I thought it was very interesting.
Do you remember the moon
YouTube?
landings?
No, he was not alive.
Yeah, no, I was actually there. You can see me in the background.
Yeah, you're one of
No.
the aliens on the moon.
I mean, I saw the
No,
moon.
I was the guy who was waving the flag to.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
to tip everyone off.
You were actually Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
No, but what, you saw them on YouTube, I would assume, right?
Hmm?
The moon landings?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that interested me as well. We can talk about the reality of those in another video.
I just judged.
That can be the conspiracy theory of the day.
Maybe.
But continue.
And then I would definitely say I just became more fascinated with space as I learned more about it. It's really interesting. There's a lot of cool things that happen out there.
Well, yeah, a lot of
Interesting things to
unexplainable
think
things.
about. But I mean, yeah, I guess if I had to summarize where my interest in space came from, it'd probably be that.
Just
Just like that. Just
Seeing
there's so
things
many
when you're
questions
younger.
you can ask about it.
there's so many things we don't know.
Don't know, so much to
It's
learn.
so big. But our next question, obviously, the main reason we invited you on here is your father's interest in the subject and what he does as a job, which
yeah.
is pretty amazing.
Well,
Don't touch the stand, Gavin. Remember,
I'm
I
not
had to
touching-
edit. I had to edit so many of the taps out last time. It took me about 3.5 hours. It's definitely. Go ahead.
but yeah, my father, he
I mean,
works
you don't
with.
need to. You don't need to talk about the entire thing. Just give like a rundown of his job.
Okay,
I just don't
so
want to
take it and
my
like,
dad
pour
is a
water on it.
governmental contractor who works with NASA on
Exoplanet,
um,
habitable exoplanet.
building satellites for discovering those. Yes,
Does he ever like use the footage and data that they collect with the satellites to therefore research them?
yes.
So he does both the building engineering aspect and the
Wait.
research aspect.
Well, he doesn't build.
Why did you have
Like
to say
he-
yes twice? You just said yes, yes.
Well, like to put emphasis on it.
Ah.
Like
Like
yes.
we.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
But my dad, he doesn't.
Ah.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't build the UFO.
Your dad builds the UFOs?
I apologize. I was very...
Yo, get the Men in Black over here.
He doesn't build satellites. He just oversees the production of satellites. And then he actually processes the data and goes through all of that.
So he's like a big deal in that area.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously, that is the main reason why we can't necessarily reveal his name, because he's a government contractor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's different aspects of that whole thing that can't be revealed. But as your dad has worked in this, like, when did he get this job? Do you remember, or was it before you were born?
Well, definitely before I was born.
Oh, so he's been in this for a while.
Well, yeah, he's been doing it since
2001.
No.
That's
I just threw out a random year.
Well, he did actually work on something related to that, but
different
story.
Hold up.
Like 2001,
Well,
Space
he oversees
Odyssey?
the production of satellites, right? Like, the U.S. government has built satellites to look for rebel insurgents around the world. You know that, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of spy satellites out there.
Yes.
Yeah, but like, was your dad? What? Your dad was a part of that?
No,
Like
not
that-
No, not that.
Oh,
But
okay,
like, in
okay.
general,
I'm like
that era of
that era of
stuff.
involvement. Where was I before that, though?
I don't even know. Somewhere about your dad
Right, he
working
processes the
something.
data.
when he got the job.
Oh,
early,
right, yeah.
early 2000s, right?
No, I think it was like the early 90s, I want to say.
Early 90s.
Like,
So
I
he's
think
been
90.
Wow,
92.
your dad's unk, bro.
No, so we're talking like 30 something years of working in this position.
Yeah.
So he has got a lot of knowledge. And have you picked up anything from your dad talking about this?
Oh, no, he's always very secretive, very private about it,
That makes sense.
which is understandable. It's government work, obviously.
Yeah. Can you remember your dad ever mentioning anything, I don't know, odd, extraterrestrial that he cannot explain through the research that he's done with the satellites that he's observed?
Nothing memorable comes to mind, but I mean, there's definitely been times where he's come back from work and been pretty clearly distressed about something. Not to say that has anything to do with
UFOs
aliens or UFOs or
necessarily.
anything.
Okay. I know for a fact that your grandfather in the 50s worked on a similar project.
Yes.
Can you talk about this at all, or is this a little bit more?
Well, I don't know if you might need to blur this out, but he actually worked on Roswell. You know, the Roswell crash.
Are you
He
serious?
worked on that project. Yeah.
So what was his... I know he wasn't necessarily space-oriented as much as he was military and government-oriented. What's wrong?
This guy's caressing my foot with his.
That tends to be what he likes to do.
Yeah, David's been through
Yeah,
it.
I saw David
Everything.
talk
Everybody's
about
gonna
that.
have to be going through it, yo.
Mm-hmm.
So what did your grandpa have to do, your grandfather have to do? I know he's dead and gone, so I'm sorry about that. But what did your grandpa have to do with the Roswell? Excuse me.
Including
the Roswell incident. I know many people don't agree with the fact that that could have been a like UFO related, and you as well. You don't know if it's truly what it was.
Well,
David.
He thought what?
my father and grandfather, they both insist that it was just like an asteroid.
Or like a weather balloon.
Yeah, but my grandfather, he actually dealt with like hazardous materials. Because obviously you can't just leave like asteroid out in the desert
Yeah.
of the United States.
See, but there's so many different things that people say it was. I know like half of them say it's a weather balloon. 25% of people say it's like an asteroid. And then the other 25% think it's a UFO.
Mm-hmm.
But he never came in contact with any of the entities that could have been.
Nothing alleged, no.
Okay. So through your grandfather's the connection that allowed your dad to get
Yes.
that job pretty
Yeah.
much. Because they're both in the military field. Well, thank you for talking about that. I know you didn't want to.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Has your
the government's about to slime you out, yo.
Oh, well.
No, he hasn't revealed anything
I
necessarily.
haven't said anything too
I remember
out
when
there, right?
I don't think I'll have to bleep out anything other than your last name.
Yeah.
But Frank, I almost called you Francis. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Has your exposure to this field of work through your dad changed your views on the universe at all?
I mean, not necessarily. Again, he's not really mentioned a ton about his work when he's around, But I mean, what little he has, nothing special.
Nothing special. So you don't think you've changed your mind at all?
Well, no, nothing he's done specifically has influenced my thoughts on the subject.
Okay. So you're just your beliefs on there possibly being life outside of Earth have always been present.
Yes.
Okay. That seemed to be the case
I'm just
when
a
I went
little.
to school with you.
I'm much more iffy when it comes to actual UFOs being present.
Yeah. Except for that one time.
Yeah.
Well, but
yeah.
You don't want to talk about that today, right?
I mean, we can,
Okay, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading my questions down there. From a scientific standpoint, do you know what there is to prove UFOs?
Well, scientifically,
I
don't know.
We're talking like materials that have been left crash-wise.
Asteroids.
No asteroid leaves solid sheet metal on the ground. Go ahead.
Asteroids.
On my days, I apologize. Could you repeat that really quick?
What is the scientific? Is there any scientific knowledge?
Any evidence for UFOs being present? I mean, there's YouTube videos, but I don't know if those count as scientific evidence.
No,
you gotta go off the wiki.
I was talking more material wise,
or what we have left behind things.
Yeah,
or like
you gotta go off Redditors posts.
Okay, I don't know about them. They're
No,
not very trustworthy.
Scientific. Nah, they're very scientific. Sometimes.
Yeah, and like in r/science maybe. There's not a lot of very whatever.
Yeah,
it's off topic.
r/UFOs.
Mm-hmm. What I mean, any materials left behind? I think.
Oh my god.
Nothing crazy, I don't think. And
other than
anything you can think of, I mean, the Roswell incident.
I mean, the Roswell incident. That's a big deal.
There's questions, but
there's the Virginia incident. I don't know. Is that Virginia? I think it might be Brazil. It's some South American place.
Oh, what about that?
But there was a crash, and there's a very good documentary. Hundreds of thousands of people in the area all saw the exact same thing come down, hit the field, followed by the government blocking off the area, taking away all of it. It's that's what's weird.
But I mean, also, I feel like that is what a government would do if an asteroid.
Half of the city was blocked off, and it was illegal to enter it for about a week while they cleaned up something that was there.
All right.
Why would governments try and hide aliens, though?
What?
Why would governments try and hide aliens?
Technology.
Oh, because it would cause people to panic.
Panic.
Tariffs.
No, there's panic. There's the technology part of things. Maybe they want it for their military.
Mm-hmm.
There's other things. There's other reasons why a government might not want to share that. Is your mic pointing towards you? I don't think so, because I see the logo this way.
No,
there's a thing right here.
I think this guy might be in trouble.
Well, you could still see me on the thing.
Okay, I think you're good. You're talking to the top of it, so I get scared because then I go and post and I'm like, oh crap! Now I got all this work to do. Okay.
Is that making you feel better, Nick?
Yeah.
Since you
top way to irritate Gavin. All right. What is my next question? Actually, you have a question, right, Gavin? I should probably let you ask your question.
Are you an alien?
No.
Okay, sure?
We both kind of wanted to ask that question because you were a little weird when we went to school with you.
Still is.
Well, obviously. Okay. This is the first time we've seen him for like a couple months.
But. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I think we recorded for too long.
Oh.
Yep.
I got to restart it. When did that happen? Is it just now?
I think that was just now.
I just looked at it.
Yeah, you're recording. I forgot to remove the top longest.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Just a shadow.
Oh my god.
Can't take back the love that I gave you.
Okay. Okay. We just wanted to ask you that.
Wait, hang on.
Because
the recording has been stopped, so I should probably re-ask my question.
Oh, well, the audio is still going.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yeah, are you an alien?
No.
Are you sure?
Very
So
sure.
this is the second time you want to
You're
ask.
being very
Most
defensive.
positive. Very sure.
Very
I'm
defensive.
pretty sure that Francis is not, or Frank. Frank is not an alien.
Are you an alien too, Nick?
Next question.
I think.
I guess my next. Go ahead.
What?
You think?
No. Huh?
Okay.
Wait,
I guess
I got it.
before we
Wait, no, never mind. I lost it. Go.
Before we go to our break, I do want to ask the outstanding question that I have. Outstanding, not as in amazing, but outstanding as in like important. Question that I have down here on a personal note.
Why don't you just say important then?
Outstanding makes more sense in this.
Oh,
context.
okay.
On a personal note, what personal like experience have you had related to UFOs? This is the second main reason I wanted you to come. I didn't know if you wanted to talk
The
about
one
it.
story?
The one story. I didn't know if you want to talk about it now. But you can. I know you haven't talked about it in a while.
All right. Yeah. So there's
Gavin
only
keeps touching his microphone.
I'm trying to adjust this so that way I can look this way, Nick. So that way I can talk across the thing so you don't have to do as much work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'll still cut out your microphone. Go ahead. No, don't do that. Just talk right into it.
The my story, right?
Since
All
I'm
right.
talking across the mic and not so that way I don't have to go from over here since the mic's all the way already into things.
I a couple years back, I want to say. Oh, how long ago do you think it was?
You told us, and
ago.
well, we went to school with you, so that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, a couple years back. I had to be out. I was up north hunting with my dad, and we
And
stopped up in a cabin.
We're in New York right now, so up north is like Adirondacks. Is that where it was?
Or
Yeah.
Are we talking like Maine?
Yeah, are we talking like real up north?
We're not talking like north.
Okay.
So we're talking
So
like
Adirondack
north,
area.
not north.
So we're talking like north 1, not north 2. Or
What
north
about
3.
Canada? Would that be north 3 or is that like north 1.5?
Well,
I don't know if the Canadians.
I don't think you're allowed to hunt in Canada, right?
No, the Canadians don't like that.
Yeah,
All right, continue.
the Candans.
Can you hunt moose? Is that a thing? Can you like hunt moose or is that?
Ooh, I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can.
That's whatever though.
Okay, continue. What?
Yeah,
Gavin's
I
not
was up
talking to
north
the
hunting with
microphone
my
again.
dad.
Yeah,
we
because
were
I
in a
hunched
gap.
down
We were in a
and
cabin,
you told me to stop touching my mic, Nick.
and it was pretty late at night. And I look out my window, right out over the lake. Just like there were these 3 floating lights. Obviously very high up, and they were just spinning in a circle.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like what he saw.
Yes, I do. I do have an encounter myself, but continue.
And they were kind of just like hovering up and down while spinning, and then 1 second they just kind of and they were gone.
They left. And
Yeah.
that's how was your experience.
Yeah.
So did that change your thoughts at all? There's
It-
not many airborne thingamajigs that can do that.
I don't think there's any known
Prisoners.
airborne craft that can do that.
Yeah,
They're called
Um,
thingamajigs.
Yeah, doodads.
because that was obviously very fast acceleration.
Well, yeah.
It was fast itself, and the acceleration was fast as well.
It definitely made me ask a lot more questions about aliens, UFOs.
And your dad
What's
was
out
with
there?
you. Did he act weird? Was it
Um,
like? Did it feel like he had already seen something like that before, and he was just trying to cover it up?
he definitely was very suspicious when I asked him about it because he wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't at the time.
He was not. Well, he didn't see it
Okay.
because it was
I see.
only you could only really see it if you were either outside the cabin looking at it or from my window, and he was in another room. So,
Okay. But did you tell him about it?
yeah.
And what did he say?
I definitely.
it's probably just birds.
Yeah, he tried waving it off. But,
With your voice correct.
That was on purpose.
he said maybe it was drones,
Drones. Okay.
which
Yes.
I mean that could be,
yeah.
especially because that thing that happened in what was it, New Jersey last year.
New Jersey, yeah. It's another weird thing. Go ahead.
That might be actual UFOs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, my my aunt and my uncle saw. It was probably 400 feet in the air. A little bit larger. They said it's like the size of a cargo van. This just weird thing. It wasn't spinning. Like there weren't propellers spinning or anything like that. It was just there.
Yeah.
Hovering and going.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time that everybody else saw it. So go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't have anything to say.
Nothing else. So your dad just acted odd. Trying
Yes.
to push it off. Understandable. But that is Francis's encounter. I'll get to mine at the end of the episode. But thanks for watching this far. I'm sorry the video cut out a little bit. There's a recording limit, so we'll fix that next time. But we'll come back after the break for a little bit just to go over a couple things and
Yes.
read a couple excerpts, and then we'll be done. We'll see you in a second.
See ya.
Bye.
If you've made it this far, we thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this, you'll enjoy our banter views videos. Check that out on my channel, Nick Does Music. We'll see you soon. Sorry about that, but welcome back from the break. The next section here, I actually have some stories loaded up, like Mysterious Universe, if you know them. They're very good. They've actually just been replaced by somebody. And they're making another podcast. Pretty cool.
Cast pod.
That's interesting.
This first UFO sighting is New Fork UFO sighting 187940, if you want to go read it yourself. But this is verified because they had a researcher go out.
What is it, the National UFO Research Center or something?
I think that's what it is.
All right.
And then there's also MUFON, but I had to pay to get into that because I'm not a researcher, so I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But this occurred, as two observers for 40 seconds, and it was February 24th of last year.
Wait, how do you say February?
February.
February. You say February.
February
There you go.
is not necessarily correct.
Yeah,
That's
but
how everyone says it.
yeah,
I
it's
get
not
spelled
February.
Old
February.
English. It's
not-
February.
It's not
Okay, well,
February.
we don't speak Old English.
It's New English.
All right, this was in Huntington, New York. I don't know where that is. I'm sorry.
In February?
But it was an orb, bright, warm white, and the size was a car sized, most likely. All right, here goes. There was a Black Hawk helicopter confirmed by flight data.
Oh, jeez.
And I have the ADSB Exchange website with the flight data. Pursuing a brilliant white orb. And now this does happen in a lot of instances. Helicopters chasing weird orbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the orb didn't have a transponder, but the helicopter did. Okay. Let's read the sighting. Based on the sort of things I had read about the drone sightings a few months back, my sense is that this sighting of mine is related. There was nothing exactly cinematic about what I saw, and nothing flamboyantly UFO-esque, but what I saw was absolutely uncanny and singular in my experience. I have no theories as to what it was I saw that night. All right?
Mm-hmm.
A user on Reddit gave me the helicopter's flight data, blah, 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 blah. Okay, at around 6:35 p.m., I heard an unusually disruptive helicopter sound through the closed windows while eating dinner with my wife and kids. I went outside to the back porch, and a few seconds later, saw what seemed to be undoubtedly a helicopter, judging by the rotor sounds and red blinking lights. Nothing unusual just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first few seconds that I was out there, I could hear it, but it was visually obstructed by the row of 70-foot pine trees that line the back edge of my backyard. I mention only to give you the same sense of its height in the sky and its distance from me that I got being there, familiar with my surroundings. The line of trees was approximately 60 yards back from where I was standing. I like all of the description that he has here. It doesn't sound like modified.
Mm-hmm.
And they had somebody verify this as well. It was flying west to east over my yard and had just visually created the row of trees that lined the back edge of my backyard. The helicopter was considerably higher than the tops of those trees, but not nearly as high as the airplanes that typically fly around it. It seemed more like news camera helicopter or suburban police helicopter height, if there is such a thing. I'm a layperson, but this seemed like a typical low helicopter height. I watched for 3 to 5 seconds as the helicopter proceeded in a straight line overhead. By the time the helicopter was about halfway from my perspective across the sky above my yard, I had a basic sense of the helicopter's relative distance, height, and size, and I was not particularly interested in what I saw. It was not remarkable at all. After the first few seconds of watching the helicopter alone move across the sky over my yard, an extremely bright, warm white ball of light suddenly lit up what seemed to be 10 to 15 helicopter lengths out, directly in front of the helicopter. So it's not like a spotlight, because no helicopter has a... That's huge. That's very far away. Directly in front of the helicopter, blah, blah, blah. I am certain, based on my sense of the sky in that moment, the height of the helicopter, speed of its transit across my yard up to that point, and the distance between it and the sudden light out in front of it, that the source of the white light was a separate object, and that the helicopter was indeed pursuing this object. Despite my mundane description, it was quite shocking to witness. I let out a scream of sorts and stood slack-jawed until my elementary-age son came running out to see. He saw it for a few seconds before the procession moved out of view over my house. After an excited moment of explaining what we saw to my wife, who had stayed at the table with my daughter, my son realized we should go to the front of the house to see where it went and if we could still see it. We ran through the house and onto our driveway, and we were able to catch the last few seconds of the transit of these two objects before they were obstructed by the trees across the street. The white ball of light was still illuminated. It was much brighter and larger than the other lights I've seen on planes. It was different quality, and it was on its own. It almost seemed like a ball of light and not like a spotlight or directional light, if that makes any sense. The light itself was remarkable. Seeing it followed by a helicopter was wild. But the thing that was so striking was that it was totally unlit, invisible in the sky until just a few seconds after I came outside and started looking up, and then wham. So wild. I'd say that I was able to see both objects together for a total of 10 seconds. Dogs barking.
Is that in the story, Nick?
No.
The story seems way too specific.
No, it's probably what I'd write, to be honest.
It does sound a lot like the Bigfoot story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it sounds way too specific to be real.
Base Camp Crystal hasn't gotten back to me. I'm very
Are you serious?
hurt. I mean, I feel very betrayed here.
Who?
I once made a
at
fake Bigfoot sighting, and I got on the Base Camp Chris YouTube channel. Hats off to you if you can find which one it is.
Very bright.
Anyway, this guy finished it here. That's all that the story has. And New Fork and UFORC verified the information with flight data. So, along with other observers. So that is the first story that we have for today. What do we think about it? Personally, I believe it. It is just specific to the point where it's probably something that I personally would write if I saw it myself. I'd take as many. I've seen very weird things before, and I have very specific descriptions. But your turn, Gavin.
I don't think that story is true at all because it is very specific.
Not really.
I mean, kind of.
He's making general assessment assumptions.
Not really. I mean, yes, kind of, but not really. It's like very specific. 40 to 80 yards or whatever he said. Or 60
He said 10 to 15 helicopter lengths out in front of it which is a general
How do you
assessment.
do all this analysis in 40 seconds?
Less
40
than.
seconds. That way he's just, like he's saying, 10 to 15.
And I'm assuming that 40 seconds is also including the time when there was him just looking at the helicopter.
Yeah.
So he didn't even see the UFO until a little bit into it.
Yeah.
Questionable. I also think he has a lot of details down that are.
And I think that's kind of odd that the way he says that he's going to go talk to his wife, it sounds like a made up story. Like, it sounds like
I'd immediately go talk to a loved
yippee!
one.
I should go tell somebody.
that seems like what it is. Like, and like, why would he
had to go tell my wife?
Like,
She needed to hear this.
like
My
as
dad
it's
would do
going
the
on,
same
like you
thing.
wouldn't even wait. And then your
True.
6-year-old son goes, "We should go to the front of the house to see if we could still see it." I feel like that would be my first response to. As soon as I lose it over a house, I'd be like, "Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go."
I think what probably happened is he went straight inside. He said, "Wife, you're not gonna believe we saw this helicopter chasing. Hey, Dad, guess what?" And then they went.
Yeah, but he
That's
also
probably
Why wouldn't he include that?
Yeah, he also like screamed. Yeah, at some point I heard.
As a light scream, he went like, "Whoa!"
Huzzah!
Wow.
Wowzers!
Yeah, I think that's probably.
Gadzooks.
I think it's possible.
I give
right?
it like a.
It is certainly a UFO. It doesn't mean it's aliens.
If I had to give it a likelihood from 1 to 10, probably like a 3.5, 2.
I would give it
Somewhere
a
there.
1. A likelihood of this actually being a real story, I'd give it a 2.5.
With my orb experience, I'll give it a 7.
6 or 7?
Okay. Our next sighting here is another New Fork UFO sighting, verified, Tier 1. I'll have you know.
Tier 1?
What's that
What
mean?
does that mean?
Most possibly real.
Oh, all right.
So wait,
this
what
is-
was the other one? Tier 20?
It was like Tier 1.5.
Tier 250?
This
Tier 566?
This is New Fork UFO sighting number 193270, if you want to go read it. The duration of this one was 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Okay.
The only thing that's odd, it was just this one person. The description, location details, Elmira, Michigan. And the lights were in front of our house in the trees at eye level. Okay. Shape was changing, pink and white. And the closest distance was around 30 to 35 feet.
Again,
So
very
we're talking
specific.
like close.
Yeah.
I better
Again-
get the most detailed description of whatever it is I've ever heard.
Lights on the...
But not too detailed.
lights. So they think or know that it was an object with lights on it. Because they said the lights on the object were...
How do
like
we know it's not like a disco ball?
it was an aura
Because it's in the middle of the night.
in the forest. It had an aura...
I have a huge aura.
aura or haze around the object that
Hazing?
changed color. Multiple silent. Here's their
I
story.
think I want another brownie.
This one, I'll also have you know, there's an analytical review and supporting evidence that New Fork added. Multiple silent color changing lights observed at eye level on rural northern Michigan property between September 1st and October 2nd. So this is dragged on pretty far. Observer's background, we're a retired couple living in northern Michigan. I'm 76 years old and a professional artist, and my husband is 87, holding a PhD in psychology. He spent much of his career as a builder and developer. We are both attentive to visual and structural details and are familiar with the natural and man-made features around our property. Our home sits on 40 wooded acres, about a quarter mile off the nearest road with no street lights, no traffic lights, and no nearby neighbors. The area is very dark and quiet at night, making any unusual light source immediately noticeable. On September 1st, 2025, at 11:38 p.m., I observed unusual lights in front of our house. The object appeared to be a single unit with 3 distinct illuminated sections that were pulsating pink and white most of the time, but also shifted through many other colors. These sections constantly changed shape, appearing to move and transform independently, yet remained part of one connected object. Immediately, this is giving me Close Encounters of the Third Kind, like halfway through the movie when you see them in the trees.
Something like that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Kevin.
I don't know. This one seems slightly more believable than the rest.
Yeah.
Wow.
I understand what you're saying.
The last one so far.
Right. I recorded the event outside using my iPhone 15 for about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Wait.
and-
When did this
You
article come
recorded
out?
it?
Why does that matter?
Because when the iPhone 15, when did this article come out?
It would have been a year old, the iPhone 15, because
Yeah.
this came out last year.
Because now we're on the 17th. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, he has a video? Can we find said video?
You probably find it somewhere. But Newport doesn't allow videos on their website because they don't like the possibility of them being fake.
But they allow
where was
possible
Oh, yeah,
fake.
yeah. Until the object, so they record with an iPhone 15 for 1:20 until the object seemed to shrink and disappear. I kept filming for another 10 seconds, knowing that cameras sometimes detect things the naked eye cannot, similar to the Northern Lights, which is true.
What's the thing? I'm going to try and find
You're
the
not
video.
going to find this old lady. This 87-year-old did not post the video on Instagram or something.
I don't know. My grandma is pretty good on Facebook, yo. Try on Facebook.
We'll find it later.
Did she send you pictures of shrimp Jesus?
What?
You haven't seen those?
Shut
on
up, David.
Facebook, there's like pictures of Jesus, but he's made out of like shrimp or like
what
sand or something.
Oh yes, yeah. AI.
After returning the AI stuff.
After returning indoors, I glanced out the window and was surprised to see the light again. I assumed the trees must have temporarily obscured it earlier, so I ignored it. The next day, upon reviewing my footage, I noticed the object didn't simply vanish. It moved.
Wait, an 87-year-old lady is reviewing footage.
She's 76, my bad. Her husband is 87. My grandpa.
Yo,
is 70,
whoa.
What?
9 years? Wait.
This is back then, though. That kind of makes sense.
No, that'd be 11 years actually. Back then, what's back then?
Back when they
Back then of last year?
No, back
way
then
back
of, like,
in the big 2-5.
the 70s.
The 70s.
Well, they would be back in the 50s, actually.
The object didn't simply vanish. It
As
moved
he
in a V
continues to
pattern
show.
and zipped away. Around the 1 minute, 18-second mark, another bright shape briefly crossed the frame from the left, very close to the camera. I've recorded hundreds of videos before and I've never experienced interference, but this one contained static several times during filming. I like that. I think this sounds very realistic so far.
Yeah, but an 87-year-old lady,
76?
76-year-old lady is writing this?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like something that an 87 or 76-year-old would write.
Doesn't it?
Not really.
While watching TV with my husband, I again noticed lights outside the same window. Oh, this is on September 28th, by the way. So we're 27 days later at around 10:30. This time what I saw was far more complex. There were multiple lights of different shapes and colors appearing and disappearing in front of the
Shapes
house.
and colors.
While I was getting my camera, my husband called for me to come back quickly. He was seeing a dark circle with 3 lights in the center arranged in a V shape.
I don't think a 76-year-old lady would be able to come back quickly.
We're way over analyzing every section of this.
I am, but I don't believe that is true.
Anybody can move fast. My grandpa is 70-something, and he is as spry as a 30-year-old.
Is it the Greek one or is the...
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of impressive.
In the center arranged in a V shape. He said the lights suddenly shot outward from the center in 3 direct directions. Then they vanished. Unfortunately, okay. No more roundies. I'm not going to make my mom waste all of those. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I missed it, so there is no video of that occurrence. However, I have many videos taken over the hour and a half that the lights were visible. At several points, 3 separate lights moved in tandem as though connected, then a strange white shape appeared and morphed into a concave glowing mass, possibly a lens flare. So she's talking about the possibility of it, of certain parts of it not being real. What she thinks. But
wait,
the orb
she's thinking about certain parts of her own story not being real.
That's not what I meant. Like, not what she thinks. Like, she thinks there might...
a lens flare.
Yeah, but not. She doesn't mean the glowing orbs. She means like the white mass that appeared.
What time of day is it?
10:30
in the morning.
p.m.
A lens flare?
She doesn't know what he's talking about. During the event, the area directly in front of our house, where our generator and propane tanks sit, became softly illuminated as though by a focused spotlight. The surrounding trees were faintly lit as well. None of the lights were high in the sky. They remained at eye level, and some even appeared close to the ground. Here's one more instance. October 2nd and 3rd.
Oh, these aliens must love this old lady.
12:32 a.m.
Did she put like alien food out or something?
Like reindeer food?
Take the hummingbird juice or whatever.
12:55 a.m. Observation. At 12:32 a.m. I went outside to let my dog out before bed and immediately noticed a very bright white light in the trees next to our stable. The light was positioned about 10 feet off the ground, level with the bottom edge of the stable roof. It did not illuminate anything around it and was completely silent. That's odd. I began filming and recorded the light for about 35 minutes straight, capturing it from multiple angles. During that time, the light changed in brightness and appearance, shifting subtly as I moved to different positions. I went back into the house for just a minute, and when I returned, the light was gone. It had been suggested to me that one way to rule out a drone would be to shine a bright flashlight directly at it, since many drones would will dim or power off in response. I tried this, aiming a strong flashlight at the light, but it did not react or change in any way when illuminated. Upon reviewing my videos later, I realized the object must have been moved from its original position near the stable to a point directly above our generator and propane tank, although I do not recall actually seeing it move during the observation. I have a photo clearly showing its position and distance from the ground relative to the stable, providing a good visual reference for its height and location.
It must have took this lady like 15 years to type it.
Oh, I do have pictures and videos.
Oh, you do? Let's see it.
That is weird.
What, your dad's ringtone?
Oh.
Just looks like a house light.
Nope, it moved and changed shape.
Okay, let's see the.
It is odd.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know when these are from. It's gonna work. Oh, I got hair here. It froze. Frick.
Did it freeze? Or are those just not videos?
I think they're supposed to be because I watched a video on MUFON the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, they're not working right now.
Unbelievable.
I told you sometimes they don't play because they don't usually allow videos, but maybe these were an exception. Oh, there it goes. That's in the trees. And then it goes above the sky or something, she said. Oh my God.
This is the most. I'm sorry, not the most. This is the least shaky old lady. Oh, never mind. All right.
That doesn't look believable.
It sounds like an old couple arguing.
It is an old couple.
Yeah. But it still looks like there's a light.
The white things?
Just looks like somebody's playing with lights.
Oh, is she talking about that? Or the white
And
thing?
that?
Both.
Oh.
They look like flashlights. That one looks like a flashlight.
So who's climbing the trees then, Gavin?
Her grandson.
Okay, but there you go.
Wait,
Yeah.
why would an old
Return to
lady,
your seat.
why would an old lady think that a camera would pick up more than a naked eye? Is that like a well-known
It's
fact?
a light thing. She means like she lives in an area where she sees the northern lights occasionally,
Ah.
and only a camera can pick those up sometimes.
Ah.
Our guest is leaving.
Our special guest star.
Our old special guest.
Yeah, the old. Special
We actually
guest.
just kept him in the basement from last week.
I
to this
also
week.
borrowed the the skeptic's view of the Phoenix Lights book from archive.org that I was going to read, but we're sadly almost out of time.
Yeah.
So that'll be saved for another episode. But the Phoenix Lights is the main instance. Oh,
Let him leave now.
the main instance that I
Bye,
think is
David.
very unique.
Bye.
Is the Phoenix Lights, of course. And that's something that you're going to have to research by yourself because
All right.
that's very cool. Giant black
All right,
boomerang.
Nick, what do you
Giant black boomerang in the sky
Nick.
with lights on it that was seen by hundreds of thousands of people.
think? Military aircraft. What do you think about on a scale 1 to 10 of
The Phoenix
realistically?
light 1 second. The Phoenix Lights boomerang was the size of the city.
Okay. What do you think
It was
about
seen by Kurt Russell, the actor. Go ahead.
So that 1 to 10 believable is?
I think that one is believable on a scale of 1 to 10 on like an 8.5. Because I don't know if it was a UFO, but the weird glowing morphing orbs that she's talking about were explained in a way that the 76-year-old would explain.
Kind of,
and it's in the video you can hear their voices.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an 87-year-old man.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Frank, not.
What do you say?
You're gonna have to bleep out that part.
Okay.
Francis, Frank.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
What are your thoughts?
Oh, on the story? Yeah, probably like a 5, maybe.
A 5. Okay.
I'll give it a 4.5, 5.
4.5, 5. Okay, so it's better than the other one.
Yeah, slightly, but I just don't believe a 96-year-old lady wrote that.
Phoenix Lights.
If you go to that UFO sighting, there are like lines and lines and lines of researchers that explored the videos and stuff. So there's a lot of things, other things written on there other than her own sighting. So if you want to look at the analysis, you can. But those are the excerpts that I decided to share today.
Actually, that made me think of another story. During World War II,
You were alive during World War II?
Reminded me of a story, Gavin. I was not there. I did not experience it, bro.
That makes a little bit more sense.
But it's during World War II, LA, middle of the night, no reason, goes into like complete siege mode. They have lights scanning the sky for
Really?
something.
Yeah, but that's also LA.
What do you mean that's also LA?
Yeah, well, like parties and... Oh, wait, we're talking about the...
It's World War II,
Yep,
Gavin?
I got it. Ben, thanks.
I don't think party culture exists.
I don't think parties like float in the sky.
No.
I mean, maybe slightly. Maybe. Probably.
Okay, continue.
No, but no one saw anything. It's just the United States military went into complete lockdown over LA for no reason. No one could see anything.
That's unique.
And a lot of people think that it was a UFO. Like, apparently, even a ship was seen. Like, people seen parts of a ship, and it was must have been big.
That's crazy.
And apparently they had anti-air units lighting it up
Really?
while they're shooting spotlights at it.
I gotta research that because I never heard about that before.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Sorry if you hear talking in the background. I don't know what's going on down there.
They're probably grabbing the thing from the thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that might be the United
Should
States
you go
government.
help them?
I think it's the government. I guess we're gonna have to end the episode because we're about to be taken away.
We're going to get raided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are being raided right now. Oh,
Yeah.
I see him over there. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Fight. Yep. Don't die.
well, thank you very much, special guest, for sharing your experience. And then
It was a joy to be here. Thank you for having me.
absolutely.
Should we reveal...
What?
Should we reveal stuff?
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Just never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I don't know what this guy's talking about. We're not allowed to reveal his last name or the school he goes to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would we wait till the end to say that?
Because nobody watches to the end. Unless you're Griffin.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for watching.
Yeah.
This has been Nick
Gavin.
and
Frank.
Or Francis.
that's what he wants to
Frank.
be called. Francis. Okay.
Said it again.
Sorry. All right, Francis, Frank. This has been Frank. Thanks for watching.
Francis.
All right, bye, guys.
Francis, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Crosstalk.
This is Crosstalk.
Wait, try it again.
This has been
Crosstalk. There we go. Yep, very good.
Okay.
Nice.